Hi everyone, my name is Eve Montie, and I represent the Lincoln population of myth and legend. Thanks. The ones you've heard so much about but have yet to actually see in the flesh. Until coming to LS, I had spent almost my entire life comfortable in my organic, fair trade bubble of Lincoln. And the transition from my one-room schoolhouse of a middle school to this veritable metropolis of LS was jarring, to say the least. Can I get a quick show of hands of how many people are from Lincoln in the audience? Yeah. See, I'm sure this would be more impressive if we were outside. I'm sure every Lincoln student in the audience graduating today had the experience of raising their hand on the first day of the semester when the teacher asks, "So, do I have anyone from Lincoln in this class?" As if it's surprising that, statistically, we would occupy 4 seats in a classroom of 20 students. I don't mean to insinuate that being from Lincoln put me at any sort of disadvantage, but change is change and is rarely easy. Sure, it was hard to transition from the life I knew before to the new freedom and responsibility of being in high school, but I imagine the same was true for all of us. We all brought our own past experiences and accomplishments with us to LS, and my personal narrative happened to include the Lincoln Way, which, if anyone knows what it is volunteerism, open land, and a circumspect approach to change. Not to mention an affinity for birding and an aversion to leaf blowers. I personally loved growing up in Lincoln, rising before dawn to collect eggs, milking the cows, mucking the stables, slopping the pigs, performing 15 sun salutations, all that, all before hopping into my pristine 1978 John Deere tractor to drive myself to school. It was a truly unique experience. But my favorite thing about living in Lincoln is the community that comes with a small town. Everyone knows the first, middle, and last names of everyone else's sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, and grandparents. Everything was shared, from carpools to kale and quinoa recipes. And I was initially surprised to learn that not all students were raised by the commune. As I got older, however, I found that my Lincoln distinction made me feel less and less self-conscious. When as a freshman, I had felt like all eyes were on me as I walked through the halls as an outsider. As a senior, I look around and see a larger community that I've come to know as my friends. Being from Lincoln never made me any better or worse a student, athlete, or person than anyone else at this school. It just made me particularly conscientious about recycling and the threat of the invasive garlic mustard weed. And as much as I have to thank my Lincoln cohort for coming with me on this journey from kindergarten to graduation, I have the rest of my new LS family to thank for the unforgettable experiences I have had in the last 4 years. I can only imagine that our college and career paths will take us in a myriad of directions after today. No matter where we go or what other communities we will become a part of in the future, our memories of Lincoln Sudbury will undoubtedly stay with us.